here's the difference. A lot of people do that shit. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people want to make videos, and a lot of people want to be, I don't know if it's a YouTube star or what you want to call it, but a lot of people want to do that stuff. But here's the difference. Not everybody's interesting. Not everybody's funny, and not everybody you just want to watch. Like a lot of people, you're like, you're not it.
You know what
I might not be it, but I know that
I'm not it.
That is like a big thing that, you know, certain people, like, we're not gonna say any names, but like the people we were just talking about, you know, that's the difference. Like, I believe he may have done, the person who said that, the same thing at one point or another, and it didn't really do anything.
Flopped.
And it's more of a jealousy thing because you fear that the other person's going to take off. And like, that's how it works.
You know what I've been obsessed with lately? Is the videos where like metal and woodworkers like refurbish shit, like redo them. So this guy had like super old, like late 1940s, like fireman's axe head.
I know what you're talking. I've seen like revolvers and a bunch of different stuff, like all rusty.
Polished it all down, sharpened it up. He's like shaving his arm hair with the head of the axe.
Yeah,
and
I think I've seen that one.
And then he like cut a brand new handle for it, like polish it all down, stain it, like the whole process of him making it, like, and they speed up the process, you know, so it's all like super fast motion. Like they speed it up like 5 times or whatever. Yeah,
no, I've seen them. One of my favorites is the Russian. Oh, what the hell is his name? He's like the Russian
You're talking about the guy that does
hacker or whatever.
Is he the guy
and
that
he tests
just, like,
all this stuff? And he's like, "That's so cool, guys! That's so cool, guys!"
That guy,
I fucking love that guy.
That guy is really good. I watched one where he's doing ice cubes.
Yeah,
he has
all the different ice, like the ball. I might have shared that.
He's like,
I was gonna buy some.
Oh, so this one, I like this one. You put the water in the top. The other one, you put the water in the side. I don't think I like that as much.
Oh, dude,
He's so like monotone and calm, but he's like fucking hilarious.
I watched one the other day where he was hitting balloons with a badminton racket with like one of those like really nice cameras for like slow mo, like whatever, like high frames per second. And that one was pretty fun. Like, dude, I've watched so many of them.
You think it would be called slow-mo, but they're called high-speed cams.
High-speed cam, that's what it is. And then what was the other one? I watched him, like, drink cans or, like, open cans of water from, like, way back in the day. Dude, I've watched so many of his stupid videos.
That dude's hilarious.
And he just, I love all of them. Like, every single one of them. When he's got gadgets.
Did you see the one he did with the egg molds? He
has
all these different molds. So you make hard-boiled eggs, and then you have molds, and there's like Star Wars characters and all kinds of stuff. And so you peel the egg, and you put it in the mold, and then you press it and clamp it and put it in the fridge overnight. It's like putting your kid's backpack and stuff, and it'll be like a little like Darth Vader head.
Oh, really?
The hard-boiled egg is like shaped.
Yeah.
There's hearts and stars and cars and all kinds of stuff. And he's like, oh, I like this one.
This
one
is so
good.
cool, guys.
This one is so cool.
This is so cool.
This one didn't look a lot of detail, but this one, oh my gosh, this has so much detail.
Oh my gosh, guys, it makes so nice. Dude, and I'm not picking on him because I love it.
Great.
His accent and how he says it is what sucks you in.
Yeah.
Like, you can't stop watching it. And dude, shout out to him. I love that guy's stuff. I'm going to share more of his stuff.
Same with the African dude that does the videos where he's like, oh my God.
Oh my
Christ on a motorbike. Did you see that?
My favorite of his is when he reviews the guy that grabs all the wasps.
Oh, that one's so great. What are his hands made out of?
That is the funniest one. But
that dude's nuts.
What's the other one I've been watching? Chris. Oh gosh, I can't remember his last name. I just started watching it the other day, but he does puzzles. So he gets like I guess they're puzzles. They're like locks, like Excalibur and like all these other ones.
They're like the wooden boxes, the locks.
All kinds of different things.
There's like the ball, and you got to like slide the pieces around.
Yeah.
And then pull the pieces out.
I got sucked into a lot of his videos the other day.
Is he like kind of got a goatee? Like
white guy with tattoos on his hands and stuff.
Yeah, I was watching one, and he's like, "I'm sorry, guys, we just spent 7 minutes, and I haven't figured this fucking thing out. So I'm gonna see if I can figure it out off camera, and I'm gonna come back, try it again. Hopefully, I don't waste another fucking 10 minutes.
He spins them and stuff because sometimes there's like mechanisms in them. Oh, dude. I get sucked into the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
And then fail videos.
That's why so many of these like YouTube trending videos and shit make so much money because people just get sucked in.
And then There's you guys.
There's you guys.
There's you guys. You get sucked into us two idiots, or I'm just playing the shit on my computer over and over again, and racking the views up myself. We'll never know. But welcome.
We got 398 views last week. It's like I was 150 of those.
My electric bill is sky high. So yeah, welcome to another episode of the Keegs Kota podcast. We're out here knocking them out. 34 or something like that. 33.
So, yeah.
So welcome to the new year, first
shout
podcast.
out the 33rd.
This is our first podcast of the year.
Sure is.
2020, man. Who'd had this vision?
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Who was looking in this
the year
direction?
of hindsight.
Did we know?
The year of hindsight.
Man, it was kind of neat
Let's
to
do
get
things better this year, guys.
Yeah, like donations and like ads and money. I like money. But that probably won't happen. I'm pretty lazy. I'm pretty lazy.
Free products for a little time.
For the people that have asked me too, like what my what we do for preparation on it. And I know we've said it before, but it's not a ton all the time. Like there's a little bit here and there. It's more after the fact that I got to do all this stuff. But
yeah,
it's fun. I've been working on. We got some guests coming too.
So I do almost nothing. So you know.
Yeah, he just got to come here, and
coming.
That's hard for me to get him to do is show up here.
Sometimes, yeah.
He's been busy. Kids are sick.
I was sick. Kids were sick.
Dude, I get it. I know this has not been fun. Everybody's been sick, and it's been violent. So
you saw me today, and you're like, oh. Fucking ignoring me. What's going on?
Yeah, what did I say?
Like,
hey,
what?
You want to come by? We're having tryouts for this
co-host.
podcast I do. Yeah, you want to be a co-host? Fucker. So,
Fucker.
really, the reason we're in here is because I can't watch the show Crystal's watching. Well, there's two of them. There's only two shows that she really watches. Well, not two, but the one that she watches consistently.
You scared to watch it, or you just don't like it?
I don't like it.
I think it's dumb.
Well, it's not that I think it's dumb. I just get irritated when you. First of all, I hate when women always say that men don't understand them, or that we're not. What's the word I want to use here? Like, not protect them, but like we're not progressive enough for them. Whatever it is. And I watched this show, You, on Netflix, and like the first episode, and I'm watching this shit, and I'm just like. This is the creepiest shit ever. And I knew it too. I was watching and I was like, and I guarantee you by the third episode, they're going to have you rooting for the guy.
Yeah.
And then he's going to just do terrible shit and it's going to progress and it's going to progress. And I'm just like, how do you, like, why would you watch that? It's so like, at least like you said something about Dexter. It's different.
Yeah.
Like Dexter was like killing murderers and rapists and stuff.
I want to actually watch. I want to watch Dexter again. I need to get Davina to watch it.
I never
with me.
finished it.
I finished it.
But it's just a weird, like the You shit is weird. Like, and then there was this part, like, and now it's at the part where I can kind of call what's going to happen way too easy. And I don't like that.
Yeah, I hate that.
Like, I just called it when she shanked him with some shit. And I was like, she's either going to do this or she's got a shank. Boom, got him. And I was like, I told you, like, this shit
when
is...
I walked in, she was watching it. And I was like, well, now you got to run, bitch. And then she was like, all slow, turns and runs and grabs a mallet. I'm like, that was the slowest
That was the worst shuffle. That was a shimmy. She's shimmying down to there.
If you're scared for your life, you're moving a lot faster.
Bro, you ain't catching me. And I'm not stopping. Like, after I knock you out like that, I'm not leaving you there moving. Like, I'm going to break some shit. Both your ankles. You ever see that? What was it, Misery? We'll put a board between your legs and finish your ankles real quick. You ain't getting back up the stairs.
I think you might have reposted it, and I had seen it a couple other places. That old dude that shot the apartment manager over his water bill.
I don't think I didn't repost it, but I saw it too. And holy shit, that guy, I just wanted to scare him. Or I just wanted to make sure he got the job done or some shit like that.
Dude's like 80. How old is he? 80 or 90?
Yeah, but he shot him in both legs, bro, and he was very calm about how he did it.
He pulled his gun out like an old New York, like, all right, here,
Lost.
you see? You see? You're gonna come fix my water, you see? Oh, you're not? Bam! Just shoots him in the thigh, and then the guy falls on the ground. He's holding his hand up, and he walks over all slow and leans over and shoots him in like the fucking kneecap. I'm like, this dude is a fucking old gangster,
He is a
bro.
savage, dude. Nobody's fucking with him in jail.
Muy salvaje.
That's crazy. Yeah, but on that show she was watching, one of the parts had me laughing because she starts to suspect him for like the shit that he's doing.
Yeah.
But it kind of gets dead-ended right? Like everything she's searching into is it's just not giving her the information she needs, but she's still suspicious. And then like they're all good, and he catches her at the same time, like she had cheated on him, right? So she turns to him, right? And she says, what we had was so good or too good, and I didn't know what to do. And I cheated. But it's because I love you so much, and I just don't know what to do. And he was like, it's because you love me.
That's terrible.
And he was
writing.
like crazy. And I was just sitting there, and I looked at Crystal, and I was like, don't even fucking think about it. Like that ain't working on me. That is the dumbest shit. Like you ain't programmed.
That's terrible writing.
But when you but then you watch shit like The Bachelor or The Bachelorette.
That's the worst.
That's the worst thing I tried to sit there, and I told her the same thing. I was like, it'd be one thing like if he had the girl in like another room and he was kissing her, but like this dude just like leans over and starts making out with one of the chicks in front of like a bunch of them, and they're all like just sitting there awkward, and I'm like, how would this ever work?
I can't watch any of that shit, and I feel bad. I feel terrible because like I want someone to watch something with me, but then like they're like, I'm not into that, and then they'll want me to watch with them, and I'm just like, I'm such a fucking like analytical like cunt about like logic and rationality that I'm like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Could you imagine her watching like one of like my Marvel shows or some shit like that I like to watch?
Yeah, and we're like that doesn't make sense. He hit her in the head with the fucking rubber mallet and blah blah. Why wouldn't you kill the guy? But then we're like, oh, this guy flies and he shoots lasers from his eyes. Fuck yeah.
Absolutely. And she's just like looking at me like, you're an idiot. But then I get her sucked into
but those types of shows aren't meant to look real.
Right.
Yeah.
But like you would make the same play that they are, and like the shows that she's watching, how do you know they're supposed to be portrayed as real? Like it's supposed to be fake. It's a TV show.
Right.
And so like either way you look at it, it's those shit. That shit is. What was the other one?
Let the dude see through walls, so at least we know there's some fiction involved.
That the cheating thing that she said in that thing was so crazy, because then I watched like the Kevin Hart doc. Like
I want to watch that. I've been meaning to.
And I won't spoil too much. Well, I don't really. I mean, it's all just about him. Like if you ever watch any of his stuff, you know a lot of it. But
you have some insight. You have some.
You get to see a lot more of it, and like how it all went down and the cheating and all this. But like when you hear her explain like her getting over the cheating, I'm like, ooh. I guess it's hard.
That might not be that crazy, because shit like that really happens in real life. Look at all the couples that cheat on each other and stay together for fucking 10 more years and cheat and stay and cheat. That shit happens.
That's such a tough thing.
Especially when you really love somebody.
Well, I mean, or you're just not having the right conversation. And it's tough. I can't even imagine like being a normal person. It's tough. Imagine being like fucking.
What do you know about being a normal person?
Well, like not having $100 million in my bank account, not having, when I walk in my office, just boxes of the coolest shit just stacked up everywhere. When I go out,
not like Dan Bilzerian with a fucking boat and you're just shooting fucking $600 drones out the sky with a shotgun. Right.
Or you're like, if you don't go out with your team, like people are like, that's why those guys got teams. Like a whole real team. Like if your team, they have to have it, because like people are just preying on them in those places, like Vegas and LA. And I don't know, man, the doc's pretty cool so far. I think it's like 30 minutes an episode, and I think there's like 5 or 6 episodes or something like that.
Yeah. It's like a series.
It's like a little mini series.
Wow, I've been meaning to check it out. It looks good.
Yeah, I watched a couple.
I've been watching like Our Planet lately.
Oh yeah,
I could sit and talk about animals all day, but we're not going to jump into all that right now.
Do all that. No, Crystal's mom. So like we can talk about that a little bit, because like she does some kind of cool stuff. She's got this trailer, like it looks like like a tool guy, carpenter's little trailer. Yeah. But it's all like built out with like hardwood floors in it and a sink, and it's livable. And so like throughout certain parts of the year, she'll travel and to different places and go to like retreats where there's a bunch of people that do that shit, and she just stays and tries to avoid the winter. And she was here, and it's crazy. Like I remember the first year, it was last year she did it. I wasn't real keen on it. I was like, dude, by yourself, like that's kind of sketchy, right?
She carry a firearm with her? Wow.
But she's around like big groups of people.
Right.
She's got a partner that she meets up with this lady that I think her name's, I can't remember, Rita. I can't remember her name, but she's like, you know, cool lady, independent. She's got some money, so they meet up and they go do their thing, and you know, but it's crazy because they stayed last year. They stayed in this town in, I think, California called shit. Now I can't remember the town. Something city. It's like this.
A lot.
It's I can't. It's basically it's just like nomad city that there's no rules, and like there's been people living there for like 30 something years, and like RVs and like all this stuff.
It's like public land or something,
Yeah.
or like someone owns it but like doesn't care.
No, I think it's like, I don't know if it's public or what the deal is. Shit, what was that place called? I don't remember. But yeah, she stayed there last year for a little bit, which that was kind of sketchy. But like the places that she goes now are totally legit. And like they all just kind of do this thing. But it's a pretty cool life. And one of the reasons she did it so young, I mean, she's very young. She's younger than my parents. And you see it, especially in the medical field. It's just like you see how quick life is. And like how hard you work for somebody else or some company. And then by the time you go to enjoy it, and you hear it all the time, like it's too late, or it's not even close to as enjoyable as it should be. And so she did a really hard thing, and just, they doubled down on putting retirement away and did their thing. And she just jets around. So she just came and stayed here for a couple nights and hung out. And
nice.
It's fucking wild though, dude. Just think, like, at first we thought she was losing her mind. Like, why would you just pack your shit up? Like, leave your husband to finish out the winter, because he comes, like, come summer, he has a lot of vacation and all the shit, and he'll go do a bunch of trips with her. But she's retired, dude. She's going to hang out and chill. She's not going to sit in New England in the snow and freeze her ass off.
Especially when you're like from an area that you've never really left before, to travel like that. People don't realize, like, they think you got to go to fucking England or, you know, fucking Bali to to see the world, to experience different things. Dude, you could go from the West Coast to the southern United States to the Midwest to the East Coast, and it's like fucking 4 different fucking countries.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you can spend time here in Arizona and just travel around and be in totally different, like,
if you just stay off the main freeways and stuff, and you drive all the way from like basically the border of Mexico up to like the border of Nevada, there's a lot of different shit.
Well, I mean,
from desert land to woods to mountains to flat to plateaus. Fucking,
who knows what our landscape's going to end up if we keep shit up.
Flying jets around the world every day, all day.
Fucking flying drones around and just lighting up.
Fucking blowing up fucking quesadilla salami or whatever
his name is. Bro, that is wild. When you see the pictures of it, Sean sent you the pictures?
Yep. Seen them.
Bro, that's insane. Because I'm not going to search that out, but when I sent it, I was like, well, I'm going to look real quick. Just saying, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah,
dude.
I don't do that. I don't seek that stuff out anymore.
Bro,
I used to go on like rotten.com and shit and find that shit.
Yeah, that's not good for your soul.
It's not even that. There's so much propaganda. Like, there's people getting views off that, you know?
Yeah, it's not good.
And you're giving shitty people views in a sense.
It's just crazy because, like, first of all, like, so Trump's been trying to avoid the war the whole time, right? He doesn't want a war, even though I just read something before you came over saying he ordered this 7 months ago, which I don't know if I believe that, because, like, it's kind of weird. He's trying to pull troops out, right?
Yeah.
He's been trying to pull troops out, and he wanted to pull troops out. And then all this impeachment shit goes down, which I don't think they have a pot to piss in, but maybe not enough if he has the support of the Republicans, like full support. And what's the best way to get the Republicans' support? Fucking start a war, baby. Yeah. Shoot something, kill something. They love that shit. I mean, that's all I'm just spewing out of my ass.
Kill terrorists, not babies. That's what they want to do.
It's just wild to like see.
So I had this conversation popped up a couple times in the past week. Just in the past week, people are like, "Oh, I shouldn't talk about religion, or shouldn't talk about about politics and stuff, and I'm like, I'm one of those people, and I feel like it's not so rare nowadays that I'm like non-denominational on both. I'm just like, I mean, essentially libertarian as far as.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it and analyzing it. I'm not leaning on any side.
Like I said, I'm like rationality and logics, like.
But then
like
they kind of place you though. Like, all right, so if I'm just saying, nah, look, this is just how I see it, and they're like, that's great, that's cool, but that lines you up with these guys' views,
right? And that's
even 60%. And so they can do that to you. But did you see that Iran admitted to mistakenly shooting down that Ukrainian passenger jet, killing 176 people, dude?
Yeah.
And they said it was human error.
Yeah, looked at the shit and fired a rocket when I shouldn't have.
Dude, that is insane. You want to hear a really weird one? I don't know why I screenshotted this, but I did. More men are being treated for broken penises than ever before. We should have led with this.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to be... Dude, we're throwing Hail Marys, bro. Why are we doing handoffs and shit? Like, we don't need to do running plays when we got fucking...
No.
We can just go long. Yeah.
Who needs a segue? Fucking
Dude,
broken penises, bro.
Yeah, bro, for real. It revealed 164 people were treated for fractured penises this last year, an increase of 38% compared to 2014-15.
Do you think it has to do with
twerking? Absolutely.
Ooh, twerking. That's a good one.
That was exactly what I thought of.
I was thinking that dudes are just watching porn that aren't built the way a porn star is built to be able to do positions that porn stars are doing. So they're trying different shit, trying to pick their girl up and spin them around. And
you're close, but you're just missing it just a little bit. It's not the dudes, because the dudes have been looking at that porn since forever. It's the girls, because girls are looking at that shit. And I said this in the beginning of the when we started the podcast, that the girls we all have these cell phones now. And it's not a comfortable conversation to have with your family or your parents or school or whatever. So if you want to see sex, because at a certain point in your life, you're going to want to see it and know what's going on, where are you going to find it? There's only one place I know of on the internet where you can just see as much sex as you want.
Have you watched The Good Boys?
Yes.
He's like,
yes, exactly.
He's like, we spent a half hour trying to look up videos on how to kiss, and all he did was stick his tongue in that girl's asshole. Do you want to lick someone's asshole? Yelling at him.
And that's what I'm saying.
We don't even know how to kiss.
So these girls like grow up and they look at this stuff and like, this is what the porn industry's been waiting for, and that's why you see all this like weird shit.
Not that guys aren't self-conscious, but girls are so self-conscious to be exactly what a guy wants. You know, like. I don't know. Maybe I'm different, but guys kind of wing it. Like, I'm going to do the best I can to.
Well, no, I disagree. I think that they want to look experienced.
Yeah, exactly.
And not like what the guy wants. They want to talk that shit. Like, girls are just as bad as the guys are now. They're talking that shit. Like, you got Meg out there with Hot Girl Summer, bro. Like, they're doing weird shit. Girls like sucking on bananas and doing weird shit in the street. Like, weird. I'm telling you right now,
there's on bananas,
bro. There are videos, what was it? Cucumbers, bro. There's some weird shit like those videos, but that was my point. Is like they're seeing all that stuff on the internet, and that's what they're doing. So they're trying all these moves, but like you said, the dudes weren't built for it. A lot of these girls aren't built like porn stars or stretching and doing.
Twerking,
they don't know how to do some of those moves, and so for real, it says 38% increase last year compared to 2014-15, with the oldest guy being in his 70s.
Damn! Oh, I bet he's got money. He's a sugar daddy, and some chick was like, "I don't care. I'm still gonna throw it back."
And then at the end, this was hilarious. Then at the end, it says, on a different note, lads may be pleased to hear the myth of foot size being linked to penis length is just a myth. Researchers at University College London measured the penises of, imagine having that shitty job, measured the penises of 104 men, including teenagers and prisoners, and found no link between shoe size and penis length. That is the most terrible. Oh, I think there was more. I don't think I took any more screenshots because it was getting worse, way fucking more gross. And this was on like Apple News area. I was just kind of scrolling. I was trying to look at the Iran stuff, and then it kind of
talking about broken dicks.
I was looking for Iran, and I ran into that. It was not good.
In Iran,
did you see the Philippines thing? With their like total evacuation of millions?
No, Puerto Rico I saw got hit by like another earthquake.
The Philippine authorities have urged the total evacuation of millions of people near capital Manila.
For what is this? Is there a tsunami?
Manila?
For what reason?
After a volcano spewed ash up to 9 miles into the air Sunday morning, prompting warnings of a possible explosion or eruption.
Damn.
Some of the pictures were wild. You see some of those pictures of like the clouds of like smoke and the lightning like shooting.
Yeah, I did see that. I did see that. I didn't know what it was from.
That shit is crazy, dude.
So that was a recent photo then.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. So I thought that was kind of crazy. But as far as news, yeah, just the broken penises.
Just broken dicks, dropping bombs.
I mean, dropping bombs. Let's talk about the NFL, dude. I know that my picks were shit.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Remember I said last week when the Pats were out, I was like, well, Pats are out now. I'll gamble on this shit. I'm so glad I got busy and didn't have any time to gamble because I would be very poor right now.
I mean, all of our fans could tell you. I think I said they probably know better than I do because they watch this shit. I don't. I think I said Saints and Ravens Super Bowl.
Yeah,
you're gonna eat chips right now on the podcast.
I might have one. I just want a little flavor.
You're gonna eat chips on the podcast.
I just want one
This
chip.
guy is a fucking asshole.
An animal.
No fucking manners. Meanwhile, in about 2 minutes, I'm gonna be mixing up a drink over here. So at least I'm not over here fucking. There's people going nuts right now listening to this shit. Like, are you fucking serious?
Hey, they can kiss my ass.
Lick your asshole.
Yeah, so I didn't even get to watch the
Titans and Ravens. The old Tennessee Tana Henrys. Yeah, he ain't Tana Hill, dude. He's Tana Mountain now.
Dude, that just goes to show you play every game like it's the last one, or not the last game of the season.
Derrick Henry in that Patriots game.
That's what I'm saying. The Patriots, all they had to do was beat Miami. If they beat Miami, they end up having to play. Who did the Chiefs play yesterday?
Texans.
Yeah, they could have took the Texans. I know that the Texans have beat them, but I like that matchup better than what I'm looking at with the Titans. Now, maybe we didn't know that as much as we do now, but besides the point, the Patriots beat the Dolphins. They got to play the Texans, and now the Ravens are out of it. And then they'd have to play the Titans at the end, but
yeah,
I would hope at that point it would give Bill enough time to cheat enough to be able to beat them. You know, we didn't have enough time.
Derrick Henry.
We didn't have enough time.
Dude, Derrick Henry, what? That motherfucker is like 6'4", 260. What the fuck? He's a giant ass running back.
He's a big dude.
He's giant.
You see the meme of the trainer that's like walking? You ever see that the video of the trainer that's walking? It's this like ripped black guy with no shirt on. He's like walking like this down the street, and he like walks into like a Popeyes chicken or something, and like this other big black guy's in there. He's like, "Hey!" And he like walks
over. Is it the same dude that does all the like, "I'm gonna fuck your bitch"? Is it that guy?
I don't know. But they did it, and it was like Derrick Henry walking into the Baltimore Ravens stadium. He's like, just like, I was like, oh my God, dude, that dude is so massive. But yeah, didn't see that coming. Didn't expect the Saints to lose. The Niners look like they're the team to beat right now.
Man,
Niners Titans?
That sucked, man. The fucking Vikings.
No, probably the Chiefs, right? You think the Chiefs can stop the Titans?
I would think so, but I thought that about the Patriots and the Ravens. I mean, Tannehill.
What do you think the Chiefs are thinking?
Tannehill is not turning the ball over, and he's just being consistent. He only put up like 70 yards against the Patriots, but that's because Derrick Henry put up like 30 or 40 receiving and like 184 rushing.
Yeah, that was
You don't
crazy.
need to do a lot when you have 184 rushing
Bro,
yards.
They could not stop that. Nobody has been able to stop that, man. But what do they do? So, what do they think the Chiefs? I mean, the Chiefs, that game.
Put up 51 yesterday.
Dude, I got up and walked outside to sit with Crystal's mom.
And they put up like 28 unanswered in that amount of time.
Mm-hmm. If you got to take that, you can.
I mean, I'll text real quick and see.
Yeah, just text her. Yeah, we were sitting in here, and I'm watching the beginning, and like they score for like the third time, right? Houston.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, holy shit.
And that was in the first or beginning of the second quarter.
Yeah, and I wasn't paying attention like super hard. I was like doing something. But then I like kind of watched it, and I was like, well, looks like we're going to see another like not what we expected blowout. So I went and sat outside for like 15 minutes, dude. And I came back in, and I was like, holy shit, the Chiefs are back. And dude, after that, they didn't stop. Like what was
They
it?
went
Like
20 they
seven
went 28.
consecutive drives that they scored on.
Yeah, the final was 31-51, and it was 24 zip at the middle of the second quarter. It was 28-24 at the half, right?
That's crazy. You see the meme of Lamar Jackson, Lamar Jackson in the regular season, Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. He's like a doofy little dude, like in the play. Oh my God, they went in. That sucks for him. He tried.
Tore it up all year, man.
We were talking about weather, weren't we? Oh yeah, the Australian fires. Speaking of the fucking fires.
Oh yeah,
bro.
they found it's not
God.
weather though. They found out that those were lit.
Yeah, how did they figure that out? How do they know those people did it? Like somebody ratted them out?
I don't know.
Somebody tattled?
I don't know.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, why would you do that?
Why the fuck would you light?
Some people just want to watch the world burn. Literally.
Those are the people I feel like deserve to go behind closed doors for a little bit and just, you know, there's already some sick dudes. You know, like the sick dudes that like we lock up because they're sick dudes and you probably shouldn't do. Oh, that's what we do with them. We put them in jail, huh?
Oh, those guys?
Yeah. Like
I mean,
super
we could light
sick.
them on fire in the street. I'm an advocate of it.
Yeah, but you're out.
I
Like,
want bring back public executions.
Like, yeah, but no, because think about how long it takes for all that shit to come back. Like, I want you, until I can't see that the ground and everything's burned, like, you're going to be around and be dealing with some type of punishment. I'm not going to sit here and say, like, some sadistic shit, because it's not good for your soul. But
you know, it's good for your soul.
there's other
Hot sauce
people
on
that
pickle juice, bro.
there's other people that they pay for that shit to do all that weird shit. But I don't know. It's crazy because you shouldn't torture anybody. But then again, like, now you're just angry. You're doing that because you're angry. Like, and I'm angry. Like, why would you burn? Dude, when they lay that shit over the top of the United States map.
It's almost the same size, like minus Alaska and a little bit of cutting corners here and there.
That's so crazy, dude. Do you know how big of a deal that would be if that was here?
Oh my God. Well, there's a lot less people. What they have? How many?
Oh, they only have like 14 million or what? How many people?
No, dude, I think it's less than that. It's less
7?
than LA.
How many people live in Australia?
As of 2017, the population of Australia was 24,511,800.
There you go.
Which is less than LA, right? Or less than California for sure.
That's crazy though. That's just crazy. Yeah, like LA's got more people than that. Let's find out. How many people live in Los Angeles?
In 2018, the population of Los Angeles was 3,990,456.
Not even close.
How many people live in California?
In 2019, the population of California was
Oh,
39,512,000.
There it is.
So the population of Australia is less than the state of California, and it's almost the size of the United States.
How many people live in Arizona?
As of 2018, the population of Arizona was 7,171,646.
We need to get them numbers up, bro. Those are rookie numbers.
And like 4 million of that is in Phoenix.
You know, I was bitching
Or
like
Greater Phoenix.
I was bitching like all these damn people are moving here from California and all this. Come on in, peeps. We need some more. Let's get the numbers
we
up.
don't need more, you know.
Sure, we do. Let's get the numbers up. Because then you're gonna have to
car
pay.
salesman?
No, you're gonna have to pay me more.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm cool with a little bit more traffic. I got nothing to do. I'm salary.
Yeah, I live like 5 minutes from work. I'm good.
I'm in a car. Like I got podcasts galore. I haven't even caught up on listening to the Kill Tony podcast yet.
I got a little bit of time.
I've been trying to get into that. I've been trying, but you know, just enough of the Joe Budden podcast and JRE.
Speaking of weather, try to segue this.
Segue it.
Speaking of weather, sometimes a lot of religions and a lot of cultures throughout history have thought that there's certain god or there's certain what's the word I'm looking for? Icon. There's certain
Cultural figure.
I like that. Something like that. Controlled the weather, contributed to the weather, or like the Vikings thought that there were different gods of different things. So one would be the god of the weather, or Zeus, things like that, things of that nature. Yeah, those things are fire. Those things are hotter than Australia. Ooh, too soon. Yeah. Way too soon. And they're nice people. So we were talking about this. Do you think that today, our modern day social media has a similar relation to, you know, the statues and the rock figures and the things that they looked into in religion, you know, hundreds and thousands of years ago compared to today? And also vice versa, do you think that if those people were to travel to today, they would look at our obsession with social media and stuff and think that is maybe our religion in certain ways?
Yeah, because, I mean, it's been going on since forever. I mean, we follow
the beginning of time.
You know, most people follow some type of Bible or Quran or whatever, you know, whatever they are. I don't know all the names, but there are a lot of stories that are collected over thousands of years. And you get into places that maybe couldn't preserve as much of that in writing, and they used, like the Egyptians, that they put it on the walls and stuff.
They fucking built the tombs.
In a time, I mean, if you really think about it, what is all that used for? It's used for manipulation, right? Because somebody wants to be in power.
Right.
So...
Well, and it helps other people find structure.
How do you become powerful, though? That's the question. So, like, we're going to talk about the royal family, right? But, like, in a time, like, we're all created pretty much equal. Some of us are bigger, smaller, smarter, faster, whatever. But we're all just people. Nobody has figured out that there's this hierarchy. Like, at some point, someone figures this out. And they say, okay, I've figured out how to get these people to do what I want. But how do I get more?
But I think it goes both ways. It's not just that person trying to be in power. I think, like, kind of paraphrasing my own thoughts, or else I'm going to just go way too deep and it's going to take forever. But what about the opposite end of that spectrum? Maybe that one person had a good idea and roped some people in. But what about the people who have no structure and they're seeking out to learn more and be more knowledgeable so they can be more powerful than their peers? So... If fucking John thinks he has the answers and he starts a religion and he seems smart and people start following him, I'm going to be like, yo, I'm going to jump the bandwagon because I want to know the things that he knows that makes him powerful so that my friends will all think that I'm smarter and want to join me and come with me.
Well, I think that that's why they would do something like that, why they would build a statue or they would demand it. At a certain point, you know, you're going to have to either gain their respect or their fear. You're not going to get that many people to do something for you unless you have some type of currency that they don't have. So,
right.
at a certain point,
and back before currency,
you pigeonholed a food, something. You had something that other people didn't have. Now, maybe it was luck of the draw in the beginning, that somebody was just on the plot with water, whatever it is. I have no idea. But I know after a certain point when people start to resource, just like we do, look at the media, all right? Look at people that want to be movie stars, right?
Right.
Or musicians. For the longest time, you had to follow one way. There was one way that you were going to get famous. You had to make a demo. You probably did some live shows. Right. You sent it in, or you went and sent headshots in. Over time, we figure out our own ways, and technology expands. So in the beginning, it was probably story, and it was, you know, you force a few people, you maybe bash somebody's head and do whatever you got to do, but these people follow you. And then after a certain amount of time, you get to a point where it's like, all right, I can't be doing this for a large amount of people, so I need to be able to put something here that reminds motherfuckers of who I am.
Bieber.
And that's when you get the yummy yummy on the wall. And that's, you got yummy yummy up there. People don't want to listen to it. You got Bieber out there trying to tell them how to fucking get it to number one. And that's how it all just kind of resorts back. That this is all real shit right there. But for real though, that's, I think what they did is like, you keep building stories, and it kind of secures your family being in royalty, or your children are going to take over, or whatever it is.
It earns you enough currency to then now purchase land and be in more power and more control or something.
And so then everybody starts to learn how to carve shit. So what do you do? You know, now they're all writing shit in the walls. So now what do? You fucking build a structure. a massive one. And you say, this is my structure. Nobody else has this structure.
Yeah.
And then you just eventually over time, people are just like, who would build? They see this stuff and they're just like blown away. And it's just like when you saw your first cell phone, first time you saw the iPhone, you were probably just like, what the fuck is that thing? I remember it and it blew my mind. And that's the same thing. Like once we have that, then the next person gets it and the next person. And then they go,
and a lot of
what can we do with this stuff?
A lot of religions and like cultural icons developed in different areas, and with no social media, with no internet, with no telephones even back then, the word didn't travel fast. So like that area became known for where Catholicism started and expanded, where Christianity started and expanded, where Buddhism started and expanded, you know, like.
It is weird because we've never seen anything like social media. So in a way, it is religion.
Well, and
you know, you have your Instagram, you have your Facebook, and like how being Catholic and you kind of like being Christian is kind of like a branch of being Catholic, but like it's different. Like it's a little easier.
So like we're Facebook.
So like
and
Facebook,
and
then you got
Instagram.
And then you got Snapchat over here, and you got TikTok, and you got Twitch, and you got fucking Vine that kind of phased out, and you got all these different things. I agree 100% that if somebody came here, maybe from
that time or another planet,
if you, like you said earlier, if you were to step back away from that and you were to look at it and you looked at the past and you looked at all the religions and you looked at all, I don't see it as much difference.
It's like a modern day deity.
Like, how do you feel? How do you think the young kids feel when they look at you using Facebook? Right. They're like, ooh, so you got to have an Instagram, right? So now you have an Instagram. And then like a lot of these young kids, they don't even want to use Instagram that much anymore. They want to use TikTok or they're on Snapchat.
Yeah, because Facebook is like Catholic, and then Instagram's like Christian, but they want to be like a Protestant or like a New Age something.
And then you got Twitter just out there laying dick on the table. Like, yeah, look what we have. Nah, look at this thing. Broken penises everywhere. Like they don't even care over there, bro. They put porno. Yeah, they put porno up on their stuff. It don't matter. Twitter's a weird place. And the fact that our president just gets it off on Twitter, like, you don't give a shit, dude. He'd say, I can't figure him out if he's trolling a lot of times.
I don't know. I think he's pretty funny sometimes, though.
Have you ever taken...
I don't know if it's on purpose or not.
You ever taken, like, Adderall for a long amount of time? Like, more than you probably should?
I think maybe I've taken
and not, like,
more
super
in one
abuse.
night.
No, like, there was, like, a amount of time where, like, I was using that shit.
You seem like someone that should, though.
Well, I am. I'm supposed to. But, like, I was taking it... And, like, there was times that you would abuse it a little bit, but then there's times that you're just still taking it, and then you're taking more than you need to because you got to study. And then over, like, a month or two, you've been taking way too much fucking Adderall, or 3 months. And you got some crashes, bro, like emotional crashes, and you get, like, upset. And, like, that's what I think his outbursts are on Twitter. That's what I think that, like when they're like, well, here's all the options. We have all these different options for you on this dude. Which one do you think? And he's like...
I'm going to blow him up.
Just kill him. Just fucking kill him. Just get him out of here. Throw him over the wall. They're like, well, sir, he's actually in between 3 walls right now. Send the fucking drone in. Hit the button.
Send the drone. Send in the drones.
So crazy, dude. Like shit that you just... I don't think anything's really going to happen, but I think that it makes Russia and China and them go, all right, what are we doing here? Like, you getting involved, and you know we don't want to do all that. But at the same time, like, I just don't want to be in the crosshair, dude. I mean, we're close enough to California that when they wipe that motherfucker right off the side of this fucking earth, we're gonna feel it, and we're gonna start getting. If we don't get fucked up from all the nuclear dust that comes down on us, we're gonna get fucked up from the earthquake that start happening and. Or what if someone just says fuck you all and just shoots a fucking nuke right into Yellowstone?
Oh, that would be smart, tactically smart of them.
Just end everybody. You'd end everybody because the plume that goes up off of that covers the sky, and then we all go into darkness.
Yeah. What's that called? Something winter?
Nuclear winter.
Nuclear winter, bro.
Whoo! How do we get down here? That's scary.
I mean, that conversation just ended the way it ends. It all ends.
I mean, back to the kind of what we were talking about with the religion and how the people kind of were using power. Like, I saw the royal family thing. How fucking weird is that, though? That there's like this family that's like royal. I see
just
weird
held so much
statements
power for
that
so
like
long.
he makes like $10 million in allowance a month or some shit like that. Like crazy numbers.
Yeah.
I don't know how true any of it is,
Yeah.
but those are tabloids. I like to read the covers. But I don't know, man. I just think it's weird. Like, who the fuck are you? Like, why are you royal? What makes you special?
Because
Your grandmother's an alien?
because someone between 3 and 6 people ago fucking did what we were talking about, got some power, got some currency, sold some shit, got some land, held the most land, had the most friends, talked the most shit.
Didn't have
ran the
friends.
most
No,
shit.
I don't believe that. Because if you'd
Or the
had
largest
friends,
family.
you'd see. That's the thing. Like, I feel like a lot of those
Yeah, but
people
with-
that
but with
do shit
England-
like
with
that,
England-
they
with
only
England
get
is-
friends later.
England's a different story though, because they traveled and fucking attacked other people and stuff. So maybe they did have friends, and it was like the royal guard. You know, it was all the friends was their fucking clan.
I'm sure all this is on the internet.
Yeah, it probably is. We're fucking idiots.
Are you watching
We're
still?
just sit here and talk.
Are you still there? Are you watching? Are you still listening? I don't know, man. I just think it's weird, like that. Now they're just like, we don't want to deal with this shit no more. Like, what shit? What's going on?
Speaking of religion, did I bring this up last time about the island that made a religion out of these the army fucking crates that were dropping?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We talked about it. I like that
gnarly.
too. But no, but like, why would you want to? What is it? Like, are they? Your grandma's definitely racist. There's no doubt in my mind.
Your grandma too.
Well, I think all of our grandmas got a little fucking snap bitter in them.
Or
And
whippersnapper.
yeah, they got that bitter snap. And like, but when you're the queen and you're probably like 140 and you've been using like child blood to stay alive for like this long and you like started slaves, oh, I don't know, dude. Because she's probably looking at her like, put her in the light real quick. She ain't in the shadow, is she? No, this ain't working over here. Like, I don't want her in my fucking house. Because, like, why else are you leaving the royal family? I know why I would leave the royal. You ain't left the royal family and you ain't had no beef or no problems with nobody until you married her. Now, all of a sudden, you can't hug your brother. You said you can't put your arm around your brother anymore and it fucks you up. Like, I will fuck me up, dude, because I miss both my brothers so much that I'll tell you right now, that would be a tough call for me if they said you wouldn't meet your wife today or your brothers could come back. But like my brother's dead, so that's kind of unfair. That's not a fair. You can't do that because that's impossible. But like, what if you could see your brother? Like, you wouldn't want to see your brother?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Everybody's relationship is different, but like those dudes seem close.
Who knows, man?
Because you go through a lot of weird shit.
All we see is the shit that they
Yeah,
allow
but
us to see.
think about the weird shit. Like, there's some weird shit going on. There's got to be weird shit. It's fucking,
And-
your family is the royal fucking family,
and you know
bro.
that they're in their fucking bedroom, fucking smoking a joint and talking about broken dicks and fart jokes and shit. You know,
Maybe. Or they're like both in their bedroom talking about like how they just watched their dad and some other dudes and their uncle like fucking sacrifice some weird thing and pray to the owl god Oleg. Because they be doing that shit. You think I'm kidding?
No, I mean it's definitely possible.
No,
It's
but they
certainly
do it. No,
possible.
they fucking, one of the dudes was like,
They're fucking
dude,
lizard
they
people.
tie those people to all those billionaires that Alex Jones caught, and they got
Oh,
the
yeah,
video
yeah.
on him and shit. And then you got old boy that was friends with Epstein, his uncle. The uncle is friends with Epstein and was like, yeah, bro, that shit is.
shit.
I was listening to Eddie Bravo say
It's
like,
above my pay grade.
like Epstein's chick, her dad was the dude that like really used to do that shit and then like handed that business off to Epstein. And that's why they ain't got her. And she's out doing whatever the fuck she wants. They ain't gonna touch her. I can't remember her name. I'm bad with names today. But that story, I mean, that's the other thing. Like all this crazy shit going on. And like, you see those photos of Epstein's like his cell? Like there's multiple fucking jumpsuits in there. Like, why you got so many jumpsuits in there? And then they show the jumpsuit that he used to like tie it off. And like his neck's fucked up, like down here. Like if you choked yourself,
It would
bro,
be
and
up
hung
here.
yourself, you'd be like up way up here. You wouldn't be
like under your fucking ears and your jaw.
Yeah, yeah. And like just all the shit, like now they're saying weird shit like, dude, he probably ain't even dead. They probably snuck his bitch ass out of there and just killed another dude and stuck a fucking mask
the pictures
on him.
look like fucking Anthony Bourdain, bro.
They're like, they did this because they wanted to make it obvious that they killed him. They suicided him, but he ain't really dead.
Yeah.
They probably that's probably the real trick. Is like we're all like worried about how they said that he committed suicide, but they really killed him.
Right.
And that motherfucker's in like some other place getting a new face. He ain't dead. He's like, yeah, no, they suicided me.
He's living in the fucking house of the royal family.
He's hanging out with Ricky Martin. I don't know why I say Ricky Martin. Ricky Martin's alive and shit, but he'd be living the Vida Loca, you know. Who's gonna live the Vida Loca this weekend? Ooh. Cowboy or Connor? Be honest now.
So, you know, being the American that I am, I gotta go with Budweiser and Cowboy. No, Cowboy's just a legend. Like he holds the UFC record in his weight class, at least I know. Maybe in the entire UFC history. Most fights, most wins, most knockouts, most fight of the night,
most bonuses. Performances. Yeah, performance bonuses. Yeah.
Like the dude's legend, you know. And at times he looks bad, and at other times he looks unbeatable. Looks like a fucking world beater.
Yeah, but what one are we getting this time?
That's I don't know. We don't know. I think the world beater. I hope. We all hope.
Here's the thing. Like I saw an interview with Connor while I was at the gym today, and it made me want to root for him. He weren't talking shit.
I like Connor.
But it was like the Connor we haven't seen in a long time.
Well, he doesn't have those wins under his belt right now. He doesn't have those recent.
And he's just not.
He hasn't shocked the world recently.
And I think him and Cowboy are cool.
You can't talk shit to Cowboy because he don't play that game.
Yeah, he doesn't engage.
So he could sit in there and hype up Cowboy as much as he wants, and Cowboy's just gonna be like, "Shut up, leprechaun."
You know, boy, I'm gonna come down there and put a Budweiser.
What do you say? I'm gonna knock the Lucky Charms out your ass.
What did I don't want to forget this. Did you see the guy in the Chiefs game run up and grab the beers after the touchdown off the fucking sideline? So they score a touchdown, and he runs Chiefs over. Player. Yeah, the Chiefs player runs over and grabs 2 beers from the like the fans that are standing there at the end of the touchdown, and he fucking stone colds them like. And I was like, yes!
He got fined.
Did he? How much?
I don't know, but the NFL didn't like that.
I didn't think they were going to.
The association did not.
I didn't think they were going to like that. I figured he was going to get a fine for that.
Either way,
it was
dude's
awesome.
An icon.
Yeah, dude. We should all chip in $1 and just pay his fine. That's the type of dumb shit.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch that fight or not. I might be trying to watch it. Depends. I'm going to be at the Tool concert in the pit. We got pit tickets. Shout out Nick Fragoso, one of my favorite chefs and people at the same time, simultaneously, both things at once.
2 things. It's 2. Not like my cameras. I got 3 on there.
And shout out my boy Steve Pelser because he called Titans from the fucking get-go when the playoffs, when they entered the playoffs, we went to wild card round. He's like, Titans are fucking going to beat the Patriots. And then he was with me on Saturday. He's like, Titans are going to beat the Ravens. I'm like, no. And as soon as I started going, he's like, fucking told you. I'm like, damn. All right.
It's crazy, dude. I don't know. I think I'm leaning toward Cowboy as well. But, I mean, like Connor was saying, like, the weight that they're at is the weight that he walks around at. So it's not like he doesn't have to dehydrate himself for this fight. Right. He doesn't have to do any of that. But we've never seen
Cowboy's
him.
a lot bigger than him, too. So it would actually benefit him more to make Cowboy cut.
Do you think so?
Yeah, Cowboy's for sure bigger than him.
He might have a couple inches on him, but not much.
I mean, just overall size. Yeah. Okay. Connor is 31 years old, 5'8", 155
Do you have them both
pounds,
pulled?
74-inch reach. Donald Cerrone is 36, 6'1", 155 pounds, 73-inch. So I thought they were fighting at 170.
They are fighting at 170.
It shows 155 on here. 5'8" and 6'1". That's pretty significant. Especially when.
How big are you? 6?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a little bit taller than you?
Inch taller than me, and what?
I'm 5. Yeah, I'm a little bit taller than 5'8". I'm like 5'9" or 5'10", depending on the bitch that wants to take my measurements.
So an inch to an inch and a half difference between you and I, or like, you know, adding that to our already difference.
I don't know. I don't think that's that bad. Connor's, and like they were saying, Connor's got some new stuff he's been working on. He's been training really hard. And I don't think that he would try to come back because it's not a huge money grab, I don't think. I mean, I'm sure they're getting paid. But
There's some money there. If you look at the rest of the card's not amazingly stacked or anything. You got Raquel Pennington and Holly Holm, which is a good fight, good match.
God, how many times is Holly Holmes going to get hit in the head?
Olenek and Maurice Green, Claudia Gadelia, Alexa Grasso, Anthony Pettis, Carlos Diego Ferreira. So you don't have a stacked card. So a lot of that money, you know, they're going to get most of that portion of the pay-per-views and the gate and all that stuff. So be going to Connor and Donald.
Yeah, you're right. Well, fuck, I don't know if I'm going to watch it because it's expensive, too. I don't know if I feel like paying for it.
Yeah, and we don't ever watch fights illegally while you're in the Tool concert in the pit. Of course not. Why would you do that?
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
That's how you die.
Yeah.
I'll just wait until right after it happens and I'll pull it up on Facebook real quick because I'm a loser.
Yeah, we'll get I know my brother's having people over and he's going to buy the fight and stuff.
What do you think?
I said we wrap it up.
What do you think time it is?
Hour 16?
No.
Where we at?
Just about an hour.
It's a good time to wrap it up today.
Yeah, it feels good. Well, it's our first one of the new year. We're going to have a bunch of different guests on. I'd like to have reoccurring guests that come back.
Yeah, we will.
You know, multiple times. Try to shoot 3 or 4 people at a time in here. It's always fun when we do that.
Better luck next time. BLNT, February 13th. Tragedy. He's having a show. If anyone wants tickets, hit us up on Facebook, or if you got Tragedy, aka Damian James, hit him up. Buy tickets from him.
It looks like it's going to be a really good show.
It's gonna be fun. I know that.
You going?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Day before Valentine's Day. Can't be out crazy too late or anything. But
I might be able to sneak out to that with you. She's not going to want to go to that, but I might be able to go to that one because I'll take her out the next day to like a dinner or something.
Yeah, and like 2 or 3 of the guys performing are like people I know personally. So I'm going. I'm going to buy my ticket from Reno. Sorry, Damien. I'm going to buy my ticket from Reno. I already told him I would.
I'll buy my ticket from Damien then. What's up?
What's up?
What's up? We'll even it out.
What if I go buy 2 tickets from Reno and then you don't ever get to buy one from Damien? Sorry, Damien.
Well, I'll just front him up the money real quick. Just run it up. Well, that's cool. You know, I've been trying to figure out the music end of screwing around on here because I feel like there's always like a bunch of music I want to talk about or I want to play and I can't because I don't want to get fucked with. I don't want to get any trouble. So I'm thinking about, since we have this on Spotify, just making a playlist for the podcast on there that we can just add music to and people can, you know, listen to what we're talking about or what we see is new.
Here's what we ought to do. And I know I have a hard time living up to these things, so you guys got to call me out on it. You can make a hip-hop playlist for...
I got some good ones.
For the podcast.
I got like some really good ones. But right now it's an Apple.
I'll make like a metal playlist. Like a hardcore metalcore playlist, and yeah, we'll do that. We'll get a podcast.
Because like one of my favorite things on a podcast that they do is they do sleepers at the end, and they like get to play like a song of what they like or what's up, what's new, something you might not hear. I love it because I constantly find music from it, so like it's useful. But I know not everybody's a music head, so we won't bore you like that. But we might make some playlists and stuff like that, and yeah, man. First episode of the year went pretty freaking good. I don't think there was too much dead. It
was a little bit of a lingerer, a little bit of a floater. But
shit, that we just floated out.
But
we were waiting to shoot this.
We cover. It's only an hour. It's easy to listen to. You guys can knock that out.
It's an easy listen.
Easy listen. Easy listening with Keegs Kota.
Welcome to the party hour. All right, guys. Thanks for listening to the podcast. To all the people. Shout out to everybody in Australia. It's going through all that, man, because that is some scary stuff. Our prayers are with all you guys, and prayers are with the troops. You know, my cousins actively serve, a couple of them. So, you know, I don't want to see nothing happen to them. So like prayers to all of those guys and all the families. Hopefully we get some kind of resolution to this that's not any more violence. So until the next episode, until the next time, be nice to your friends, be nice to your significant other. Don't kick the dog, pet the cat.
Have fun, be safe, and don't fall.
Wave at the neighbor with one hand, flip them off with the other, man. It's all good. Nobody needs to know. Talk to you later.